Hi, everybody. Welcome to another edition of our Listen to the Missus podcasts. I'm Art Lewis.
I'm Ann Williams.
Coming to you from the studios of WSGW Radio in Saginaw, Michigan. For 62 years, Listen to the Missus was an on-air radio program, and recently we converted it to this podcast, and we're glad to have you with us today. Lots of things to talk about in the world of food, so let us get underway, Ann.
Well, a lot of people, onions seem to be like the most common ingredient in making a dish, right? You usually, many times, you're going to start with chopping some onions.
And crying a lot.
And they bother some people, So there's this new onion out called a Sunion that supposedly does not make you cry.
Really?
Yeah.
Same flavor, same taste?
Yeah, they say that it tastes, it tastes just like onions, but it has less of a smell, they say. What it is, it's a hybrid, a crossbreed of two other onions. And they look just like regular yellow onions. And apparently normally regular onions get stronger when they're stored, but these particular kind of onions, they get milder and sweeter. And the person who wrote this article said they actually tried these and held a piece up to her eye to see if she would tear up, and nothing happened. And apparently these are available at major retailers like Kroger, Walmart, Costco, but they are called Sunions, S-U-N-I-O-N-S. And I would imagine they probably are a little more expensive than a regular store brand onion or whatever. But, if you really have a problem with crying and onions, you might want to give them a try.
Yeah, give them a try if you can find them, right? Yeah. You've heard of Instacart. 2019 was the year of the order ahead groceries and, deliveries, and we'll deliver it, we'll pick it up, you can pick it up, we'll put it in your car.
That's become so huge now. They're trying to lure more and more people to do that,
and
too.
they are, and there are more and more companies. And one of the big players is a company called Instacart. They've enhanced their pickup service, and they now serve over 1,000 or 1,500 stores in 30 states through 50 grocery retailers. The only one around here is Aldi. But Aldi's apparently uses Instacart. If it's available around where we are, it may be available where you are at home. I'm not sure about Saginaw and the Great Lakes Bay region, but they've enhanced it with some new features and how you can call ahead and how you can order and how you can pick up or how they can deliver. So something to watch out for because it's everywhere, and all of the major retailers now offer some kind of service.
Yeah.
Some going so far. What was it, Walmart that wanted to come into your home and put it in your refrigerator for you?
I don't know about that.
far. I don't either.
But yeah, you see those people in the stores now when you go with the big carts loading up, orders for other people.
Professional shoppers,
Yeah.
All right.
Well, how about pears? Do you like pears?
Occasionally I like pears, yeah.
I think pears are kind of an underappreciated fruit. Not a lot of people eat pears that much.
Well,
it's not like a go-to fruit for most people.
For me, if they're not just at the perfect ripeness, they don't taste right.
Yeah.
But if they're at the perfect ripeness, they're delicious.
Right. Well, I have 5 reasons that you should pack more pears into your diet. Pears are very nutritious. Many varieties are at peak season right now, they say, so they should be pretty good. But number one reason is fiber. Like all fruits and vegetables, they contain a lot of fiber. 6 grams of fiber, which is 21% of the daily recommended value. And because they're full of fiber, they are good for a lot of other reasons. Fiber is good because it protects it's a cancer protection.
Good for the gut.
Yeah. Studies have shown that high intakes of dietary fiber and yogurt may be associated with a lower risk of developing lung cancer. So they did a test, and 17% people who consumed the most fiber, that was 27.8 grams per day, were 17% less likely to develop lung cancer. And those who had a high yogurt and fiber intake had a 33% lower risk. So fiber is good for a lot of stuff. Also, heart disease and stroke. the same reasons why other fruits and vegetables are good for you, pears are good for you.
Yeah.
So heart disease and stroke prevention, because of the flavonoids in pears, that's a class of antioxidants. Lots of other foods have it too, and the fiber and the vitamin C. So heart disease and stroke prevention. Number 4, pears keep you fuller longer. Again, fiber.
Really?
Yeah, fiber. A lot of fiber in food is one of the things that helps you feel full. I've learned that through Weight Watchers. So, yeah, they did a study. Adults who eat pears are 35% less likely to be obese compared to those who do not eat pears. And the 5th reason was protection against type 2 diabetes, because it's good carbs, good carbohydrates. It's not the refined sugar, and will help you prevent coming down with diabetes.
All right. If, on the other hand, maybe you're not thinking quite as healthy, I have for you Oreo-covered popcorn.
Oh, whoa. That sounds really good.
Sam's Club is selling popcorn covered in Oreo cookies. It's their Snack Pop brand, and they'll be selling Oreo Cookie Pop in the near future. It's a salty popcorn coated in crushed Oreos.
Kind of get that sweet and salty thing going on
Yeah,
there.
and even though, it sounds like it's got to be terrible for you, they say it's only 150 calories per serving.
Well, popcorn is one of the lower calorie snacks you can eat. I know that much.
You took
And
put
it's not
Oreo
a-
cookies
Yeah, put Oreo cookies on it down. That's a different thing.
or butter or
Yeah.
all that stuff.
But,
Yeah. Well, they in this article I read from Delish, it's only 150 calories per serving, so feel free to shovel it in by the handful.
too many handfuls adds up quick.
It adds up quick. Yeah, you got that right. So there you
Yeah.
go, Oreo-covered popcorn
All
at
right.
Sam's Club.
Well, we've been hearing about these pop-up hotel rooms. I think we talked
Yeah.
about a Taco Bell one, and somebody else had one. Well, now there is one called it's a pop-up bread and breakfast room. And you can order...
You did say bread.
bread and breakfast. You can make a reservation for this room through hotels.com, which a lot of people use that online. And it is in the Refinery Hotel in New York City. And it's for a limited time. You can reserve this suite between Friday, January 17th and Friday, January 31st, $225 a night. But what it's all about is this. It's all things bread and carbs is emphasized in this room. So, for instance, the bed has a headboard shaped like a slice of bread, pretzel curtains, toast soap, complete with little pats of butter, croissant pillows, a bread loaf decorated comforter, baguette slippers to keep your feet cozy. And when you walk in, it's going to smell like a bakery.
Oh, lovely.
Have a bakery smell. And each guest will receive a custom robe embroidered with the word carbivore that you can take home as a souvenir.
And where is this located?
It's in New York City at the Refinery Hotel. And also your room service and lots of food associated with it, carby food
They
that
tell
you
you
can
how
order
much?
from room service, $225 a night.
Oh, it's not too bad in New York. That's not bad at all.
No, it's not. So you get a $100 room service credit where you can order all these carbohydrate-centric meals that they're going to have available.
They'll be coming off the walls in that hotel.
Yeah, so sounds like fun be a fun gift for somebody who loves bread or something.
Yeah, there you go. There you
Yeah.
go. Well, we got one with a few less calories. There's this big popularity now of seltzers, various kinds, flavored,
Oh, yeah.
alcohol, non-alcohol.
Yeah.
Well, you knew it'd be just a matter of time before the Bud Light folks hopped
I've
on the
seen those
bandwagon.
commercials. Mm-hmm.
Well, the Bud Light Seltzer is out there. Yeah, I think that the mayor of Seltzer Town,
Yeah,
whatever
yeah.
it is. Yeah. Well, Bud Light has created 4 of them. There's black cherry, lemon lime, strawberry, and mango Bud Light Seltzer. 5% alcohol by volume. And they say only 100 calories per can, which is reasonable. I mean, that's not
No, it's not
that's
outrageous.
not out of order at all. When you think about it, Bud Light beer is usually 6% alcohol by volume. And that's the Bud Light.
So are these actually beer? I was confused about what it actually is.
No, it's hard seltzer.
Oh, okay.
It's not beer. It's hard seltzer.
Okay.
That's exactly what it is. You can get all kinds of hard things out there. Matter of fact, me being a teetotaler, my wife and I ate at a restaurant, which also happens to be a bar, and so I ordered root beer. They don't have regular root beer at this bar.
Hard
root beer.
Oh.
She brings
Did
me
you
out.
get a shock when you took a sip?
Brings me out the bottle, and I'm looking, and I'm going, "This isn't right." I took a sip and went, "Oh!" So I learned my lesson that there's hard root beer out there. So now I specifically ask when I'm in a bar, "Is this regular root beer or hard root beer?" But Bud Light's on the seltzer game now. Got 4 different flavors to choose from. There you go.
Well, I have something about Thomas Keller. Thomas Keller, famous chef,
Sure.
has a restaurant out in California, the Napa Valley region of the wine country, called French Laundry.
French Laundry.
Has Michelin stars. It's
does
rated
it
as
ever.
one of the 50 top restaurants in the United States. So he's a major chef. A lot of famous chefs have trained with him and so forth. He has a recipe for the best grilled cheese sandwich. It's not complicated, but it's a little different. What he does is he starts with brown butter and ends in the oven with his grilled cheese. He browns the butter in the pan first. Okay. So you have your sandwich all put together. You brown the butter in the pan, put your sandwich in, cook it on one side for 1.5 minutes, flip it, cook it for another 30 seconds. Then you're going to add more butter to the top of the sandwich.
Oh, absolutely.
And then you're going to put it in on a sheet pan and put it in a 350-degree oven.
He bakes it.
Yeah. And then it's going to toast the bread and get it all melty and cheesy for about 2 to 5 minutes. And that's it, they say. It's the best grilled cheese you'll ever taste, according to these people. I don't know.
Interesting. Doesn't do it in a saute pan.
No. Now, I put the butter on my bread before I put my sandwich in the pan.
Yeah,
I
we do
also
too.
recently tried it. I'd heard about putting mayonnaise on the bread, and everybody says that's good. I tried that, and I didn't make it for myself. I made it for my household member, who said it was the best grilled cheese I'd ever made.
Really?
Yeah.
I've
So I
never
didn't
tried
try it.
it.
I got to try it myself.
I don't know. I'm old fashioned,
Yeah.
Butter the bread, throw
That's
it in the
what I do.
saute pan,
That's
and be
the way I
done
do
with
it. Yep.
So, it's been announced, as you know, Prince Harry and Meghan are withdrawing from some royal duties.
They're making some news these days, aren't they?
So what in the world will they be doing with themselves once that happens? Burger King has the answer.
Oh, Burger King, really?
Burger King,
Well,
we're
the king,
assuming,
there's royalty involved.
we're assuming tongue-in-cheek, Burger King has offered Harry a job
Oh, no.
as Prince Harry, ruler of the meat patties.
And he can wear a crown.
I guess he could wear a crown, too,
Burger
as they
King
keep his
crown.
royal duties up. Talk about tongue-in-cheek stuff. And one more quickie here, because I know you have a recipe for us, but Domino's announced plans to open more than 800 stores, and a lot of residents are not thrilled about it.
Oh, really?
Did I mention where those stores are?
Where?
Italy.
Really? That's bold. That is a bold move on Domino's
Well,
part.
Domino's already has some stores there, but they are talking about opening upwards of 850 stores in Italy. They say it's going to be a different recipe than
I
they
was gonna
use in the
say,
United States.
I would think it would be different.
And it's going to be locally sourced, is what they claim. But there are those traditionalists who say, not going to happen.
I mean, that's
So,
where pizza came from. I don't know.
yeah, well,
Bold move, as I said.
that's a bold move, no doubt about it. So what do you have for us recipe-wise?
Well, I thought since it's still January, a lot of people are kind of, in the, I want to turn over a new leaf in weight loss mode and such.
Yeah, it's not the end of the month, man.
Right.
All
You
the
haven't given up your
resolutions
resolution
haven't
yet.
gone away yet.
And also there's a trend nowadays toward using certain vegetables to kind of simulate carbs or to replace carbs. One of those is cauliflower.
Oh, yes.
Cauliflower is being used a lot of ways. It's being used as mashed potatoes. It's being used as like pizza crust, rice, all kinds of ways. Well, I have a recipe here from one of our cookbooks, actually, for mashed cauliflower. Now, there are a lot of ways to do this, but this is our way in one of our cookbooks. So our recipe calls for a head of cauliflower, a heaping tablespoon of Smart Balance butter spread, and you could probably use another kind if you couldn't find that kind, a dash of onion powder, 2 tablespoons of fat-free half and half, a dash of garlic powder, salt, pepper, and MSG. You want to core the cauliflower and cut it up into chunks, and then you just boil it in salted water. Drain it. Then you just mash it up till it's nice and smooth. Add in the rest of those ingredients and heat through before serving. And it makes a nice kind of, change from mashed potatoes and healthier for you.
And healthier, and
Yeah.
that's a big thing.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that'll do it for this edition of our Listen to the Missus podcast, but you can always contact us by email.
And you can contact us on Facebook.
Right.
Our email addresses, mine is ann@wsgw.com.
Mine is Art Lewis at WSGW.com.
Yeah, and as I said, we have a Facebook page. Just look for Listen to the Missus on Facebook, and also our website, WSGW.com.
All right. We'll talk to you again. Thanks for joining us.